Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Coldfire and I'm doing a live review and summary of the reading that I have had on my table since now this is the third day. First, when I started this reading, I actually wanted to do a three pick a pile type of reading, but or pick a card kind of reading, but I started recording a normal timeless tarot fun video, and then we had a power cut. But there was, except for the clarifications, there was the basic reading out on the table, the cards for the stands, as well as the clarification spread. And as I was done introducing the message, we had a power cut, right? And then, so it extended on to the next day for the clarifications. And so I thought I'd split most of my reading because I get so many messages. I did start recording videos or doing tarot readings for people after thinking about it for a very, very long time. If that is how I wanted to live my life, if that is how I wanted to be in alignment here with the world. Okay, so I get a lot of messages through these cards, and these cards have been with me for a very long time, and tarot has been in my life for a very, very, very long time. I got introduced to it when I in my first year as an international student. I think it was the third quarter at De Anza, California, or second quarter, possibly. Oh yeah, okay. I think it was this. It was the second quarter, and I was doing an art critiques class. We covered everything in that, even the ways of seeing by John Berger. So let's take a minute at least and see what we will be starting with the King of Pentacles. All right, let's get started with the review. I think this King of Pentacles person has a lot to say. This could be uh, a karmic soulmate. This card is representative of that karmic soulmate that you and your divine counterpart. I'm being very specific over here. See, there is just one divine counterpart that we have, okay? And we are on the twin flame journey. Once you get onto the twin flame journey, this is what your karmic soulmate is trying to say you all have one shared karmic soulmate, and that is the ultimate karmic soulmate, and they are going to love. What they're trying to say, once you start on this, there is no going back. All of us soulmate, whether it be karmic soulmate, whether it be the matrix twin, whether it be, I'm talking about all the highest level soulmates that we have. The highest level divine soulmate, collective soulmate that we have is our divine counterpart. But then we have all sorts of other high level soulmates. One would be the high level karmic soulmate, one high level platonic soulmate, one that would be like your catalyst um, soulmate. Okay, in every category of the soulmate. Then we have the false twin, uh, people who will have to remain in the hive. Okay, this karmic soulmate is trying to come in with some kind of observations that they've had about you. They're saying that we are all going to be with you till the end, even after you've ascended and you are sort of going and doing a review. That's what this King of Pentacles person is saying. It could be any zodiac sign. Mm, okay, but yes, pentacles are related to earth signs. That is Capricorn. I'm getting heavy Capricorn from the King of Pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Okay, we have Virgo, the Virgo card here, the Hermit card. This also indicates that the divine masculine portion of our energies have probably taken a step back, and they are in hermit mode, and they're allowing both the divine counterparts have divine masculine energy in them. Okay, as the divine feminine in them rises and is in a very caring and nurturing and revitalizing mode with this Ace of Cups over here. She's speaking directly to the divine masculine. Okay, and meanwhile, as a couple, this this King of Pentacles person is coming through, and this is definitely a male. Okay, they are a male. This is something to do with the gender male, teaching us a lesson, a karmic lesson. That's why this is a karmic soulmate who's a male, who has basically it's like it's their the thinking about this final chapter, how it this final chapter of ascension, how they can be something beyond this clutter and chaos. They are feeling a little embarrassed for having put this in the way, the Five of Wands, having put this energy in the way, a distraction spell, chaos spell. Um, they also realize why they have been stalking so much, while the divine masculine energy has gone into retreat mode. Okay, retreat mode. This is what they wanted. They wanted the divine masculines, they wanted the divine counterparts to feel to retreat. Okay, they wanted them to retreat. They wanted them to have awareness of lack consciousness. They wanted they wanted divine counterparts to feel defeated or failure. But that agenda has come to an end. It's come to a close. Okay. This is the divine masculine actually figuring things out intellectually. Okay, the father of swords here, they 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 have come down a notch, but since their energy is so heavy, it's like they get flung into the depths of the unknown again and every single time when something emerges from the depths within the depths. Okay, something emerges within the depth, like a new information, like a new pocket of information, and it happens simultaneously for both the divine counterparts. Okay, let me tell you something about this divine masculine divine feminine thing. It's not at all like what we are perceiving it. It is completely different to what we actually know and understand about it, or how we are able to talk about it or communicate about it. This differentiation in itself is a very, very, very arbitrary. It's very half-assed. Okay, it's not. It that is why we stress out with the nine of swords, that we want to label it. We want to label ourselves as divine masculine or divine feminine. It's just an energy. It's it's an energy field, and we have both of them within us. And the divine masculine portion of the energy is extremely attractive. So karmic soulmates, catalyst soulmates, okay, karmic and catalyst soulmates, they see us very, very differently. They see our energy, the divine masculine energy, very differently, and they fixate on it. They are infatuated by it. They want the divine masculine's attention. All right, so they keep wishing and hoping for this new beginning, this new communication, this, you know, I just had a visual of somebody uh, trying to revive a person who's had a heart attack. Okay, so every time, every time their wishes are fulfilled of communication with you, either one of the divine counterparts, it's like they get amped up with so much energy. But what they don't understand, that is the feminine energy. And once their attention is moved from our masculine sides to our feminine side, they literally begin siphoning energy from us. They start draining us of their energy, because that energy is much more addictive. You want more of that. Then suddenly what happens is that uh, after spending considerable amount of time with the divine counterparts together, seeing them go face these challenges and escape out of it, logic comes in. Okay, logic comes in. People who this karmic our karmic soulmate might have rallied against us, or not against us, around us. Okay, around us, saying these things, and for one final challenge, nine of wands, one final challenge. In the meanwhile, our divine masculine is doing some, they've gone to the Akashic records. They've gone in with into the library, so deep into the library. Right now, what is coming through in the physical dimension, while we interact, while we interface with other people, especially right now, we are interfacing, we are interacting with this highest level karmic soulmate. One of the high level soulmates that we have is a karmic soulmate. That is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so right now we're interacting and interfacing with this person, this entity, and they are a soul, they are a fully formed soul, a human soul. They've come from the earth, right? Karmic souls come from within the earth, and especially earth signs. They do tend to be souls that are born from earth, and hence they have some kind of karmic lesson is to teach. That's why they are called karmic souls. They do not have to be bad people. They do love, but they love in a very, very different way. Divine counterparts are celestial beings. They come from a different star system, from a higher dimension, from possibly from a non-physical dimension of existence. All right, and a purely metaphysical dimension of existence, or an energetic dimension of existence only. All right, so that is true. We have a three body problem. There is a series, a book series called the body problem, and uh, because we are made out of three parts: the physical, the mental, that is the metaphysical, and spiritual, the soul, spiritual. All right, so in the end, what happens is that we figure out that this is a similar process. This is a similar process, trying to figure it out metaphysically, whatever energetic data has been recorded in the Akashic records library or database, okay? They do have access to it. They know how to study it. They probably have to perform many occult rituals to get to the point where we can get in instantaneously. They have to actually do the physical activities that is required. All right. So this connection has been freed. They have been freed, but they are thinking about coming in. They're thinking about coming in with uh, like a thing, like a Chinese whisper. They want to. They're going to say things to you, or they're going to try and communicate things to you, possibly telepathically or online. Online. This is my card for being online. They're going to try and communicate with you on the internet some way or the other, trying to uh, imitate your the male counterpart and try to project it in a opposition manner. What they don't understand is that they are whatever they're trying to do, whatever investigation that they're trying to do, whatever actions they have been trying to take, they're unaware. They're thinking that they're solving this, but they created this in the first place. It's like they're trying to say that the male divine counterpart is, how should I put this? Is the same. I mean, they're trying to say that the karmic and the divine collective are the same. Okay. It translates what they are unable to understand. It translates very differently in the physical dimension. A karmic soulmate, their energy, a catalyst, their energy, a matrix twin, their energy. Okay, it translates very differently. And especially if you've met your divine counterpart, it is impossible to have that filter with you of accepting something that is out of alignment with you, something that is draining you, something that has robbed you of your abundance consciousness and has pushed you into lack mentality. Okay, so interacting with this karmic soulmate might have felt or might have given rise to some sort of um, rejection towards happiness, okay, rejection towards fighting for happiness, and that is coming to a close because the divine masculine's mental energy, the metaphysical body of the divine uh, counterpart, divine masculine energies, now they are going to shine through the female, okay, to the female in this dynamic. It's like because they are this is a place where the female has spent a lot of time in the masculine polarity, and they had to time and again it's not struggle, they have to do something to awaken this the high priestess slightly, like I mean just as an indicator, like I need to shift into, they need to give themselves timely reminders and meditate upon it. They cannot uh, their, their primary polarity, the ones that they use to interface telepathically as well as physically, sorry, and intuitively, okay, is the masculine, but in the physical, they look feminine. All right. So there is something about uh, this pettiness that was caused due to this lack mentality spell that was cast. That is ending that, and it's going to be really, 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 really dramatic. Okay, really dramatic. Things are going to end with this karmic soulmate very dramatically, and it's going to be over petty cash. Okay, it's like there's some sort of realization that's dawning in this person who's been very, very confident about their money, their status, etc., is so naive or so unaware or incapable of dealing with their own personal finance, and that is a very, very, very small amount. Their own net worth might not be as high as it doesn't have to be, you know, people with a lot of money available, a lot of investment available, a lot of resources available have yet captured that net worth. So uh, there are some people who will never capture that net worth. They don't create anything of value, all right, because they have no understanding of the calculations that are needed, experiences that are needed to gather that value for money. Okay, value of money. They do not understand these kind of concepts. You want to look it up, and that's why it's becoming very, very heavy for them to be able to suddenly start up without the help of this the divine masculine energy within the divine counterparts, because the divine feminine energies will inspire nurturing and taking a step back, okay, taking a step back and seeing if you can create some sort of value. Will you be able to uh, the divine feminine, the high priestess, the entity, the divine feminine is saying to this karmic soulmate that it's all well and good. I really, really appreciate you saying with affirmation and confirmation and assertiveness that you are going to be with us till the end. You see yourself as a part of the future. We see you as well. Okay, the divine masculines coming in and saying this to the karmic soulmate that we see you as well. Okay, the divine masculine, we do see you. We do see you, but um, in the future. But if this happens in the immediate future, if this is the next sequence of events that is coming in, okay, and this queen of wands energy, somebody who is coming off as a karmic, a feminine energy, very toxic feminine energy. If you if they're saying that if this is an energy that you have been attached to, if you have been pool your money into, if you are in this pool of toxic feminine energies, okay, then there's going to be a very, very dramatic ending and it's going to feel very, very, very nasty. All right, it's going to feel horrible, and that impact, that PTSD, or that impact of uh, resentment, okay, sort of resentment that you're going to feel for being shown being shown the consequences of this action, creating lack consciousness based on projections. And then when those projections were not necessarily failing, people still do admire this King of Pentacles for having the money, but projecting that same sort of image, or spreading lies about the divine counterparts, like they are also these players or people who are very materialistically oriented. They're very flashy. That's chasing fame and fortune, and they will prize money over their possessions, prize business over their uh, connection with each other, right? If there was any sort of money put in on this, it doesn't have to literally be we bet such and such. No, it's a long gamble. It's a long con. If they have put in money in that, in this long con, even if it is a collective smaller amount of that makes it a large amount. This is what they have invested in personally, out of all the things that exist on their portfolio. This is something that they have invested in. Okay, it's once once the divine masculine is done, okay, they're soul searching, studying the akashic records, literally. Okay, once they're done, they are going to be able to just wrap all of these five uh, mismatched timelines and align them into ascending into the source, so that they can be shut down. Okay, now this karmic soulmate will be there at that final shutting down. They will be discussing it. It is literally, we are the as divine counterparts, we're using our divine masculine polarity to literally research dharma and this is karma. We will be faced with the karmic soulmate, and that is a conversation that we're going to be having. Here, look at the degrees. We have the Princess of Swords. This is how they're going to show up. Their energy is really, 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 uh, really thin, like gossamer. Like it's just the veil is very thin. It's like the veil, the devil. You're going to understand the devil is just another bubble universe, like bubble realm. It's got very little, like the membrane theory, the scientific name for the common name rather for the theory is string theory, but in academic circles it's referred to as M theory or membrane theory, the membrane of the veil of the karmic, right? The devil of that is the karmic is so weak that it's going to just burst. The bubble's going to burst. Right now, they have kind of they still have a reserve of the energy that they drained from the masculine, and since a divine feminine polarity is pure energy, the divine masculine creates space, right? And the divine feminine polarity creates the charge, the energy charges that space up, okay, lights that space up. So right now they still have some excess energy that they might have um, robbed or drained or taken while the divine masculine and the divine feminine both had let their guards down a little bit, or were learning, no, or were leaning on very, very, very thin ice, or there might be some sort of challenge that there is some sort of gap. There is some sort of leakage of this energy still going on. Okay, be very, very careful. This chapter is definitely closing in the money leakage, the money issues that this person, this karmic soulmate, has caused because of his vendetta or agenda to prove something, okay, to teach us a karmic lesson, which is a very, I mean, it is the lesson that we're going to learn in the end is that to break free of the karmic soulmate as early as possible because it has no strength. It's just a weak, weak connection. It's a weak entity. It's a weak soul. All right. The physical interactions with them are going to end. The monetary interactions with them are going to end because of this move that they're making after draining us slightly. Uh, they they might assume that this has worked previously. This when they come around this time, they are unaware that actually the divine masculine, even though that energy field is missing and is in hermit mode, it's actually uh, very powerfully present. It's restoring its power. Its power has been restored. Like we have the two aces, two we have two aces of cups here, and then we that makes it the two of cups, and this connection is forged again. Okay, and it has escaped the boundary. So this um, the Knight of Swords, the Son of Swords, is going right into the thorny bush. Okay, right into the thorny bush. This connection has changed, has transformed. Look at that, like, these two roses and this butterfly. It's the same kind of metaphor. They came together and they flew away. Okay, two different cups make one image, and that is the connection. That's a connection that's been forged, and this connection has escaped its prison. Okay, and then they thought that they will find the divine counterpart there, with their connection, and the connection there as well, but they will not find it there. Want is in the heart space. Cups is also emotions. They have their emotions, and their heart chakra has elevated way beyond the reach of any toxic energy, any karmic energy, and they find nothing over there, no traces, no clues, no hints. But they know that the divine counterparts are together, and now they're strong. Now they're in communication. Okay, and then this toxic feminine energy is probably going to cause a lot of drama, a lot of fighting, and that's going to be on them, on the karmic soulmate, to deal with all of the toxic feminine energies that they might have involved. Because I see too many weak and feeble feminine energies, toxic feminine energies, forming this one Queen of Wands type of entity. They might have done some occult practice and rituals. They might have forged this, thinking that this was going to last into the future, but there is like a massive ending to this chapter. They escaped long time ago. Okay, and so they are processing a lot of this information all on their own. They possibly had a friend in either one of the divine counterparts, but now none of them are available. It's just like they're spaced out. They might be there around, like physically, or around somewhere, but absolutely unreachable, unable to catch their attention whatsoever. All right, energetically, they see the divine counterparts fly, and there is some kind of intellectual discussion, telepathic discussion that they are intercepting, and whatever they hear is beyond their understanding. They're beyond their capacity to grasp these things. So they now what they understand very clearly, this karmic soulmate, what they understand very very clearly is that yes, they will be there in the end, towards the end, the end of everything, the end of the universe. Yes, there will be a meeting, but well, that's it. That's just like that one little uh, meeting at the fag, and that they've been seeing. They've not been seeing an entire future with this person or any of these toxic feminine energies. That that collection of a toxic feminine narrative, timelines, whatever, is not going to be. They've just created something that is taking them far away from the the divine counterpart situations, or divine timelines, especially made for divine counterparts, the realm of it. They're going to be looking at a projection of what they have created in their mind according to their own actions, karmics. Okay, so they're going to be dealing with a lot of consequences of their actions. They are going to feel like they succeeded. They're going to be adamant about it. They will be able to argue in every way, shape, or form. The most immature, the most active, but that's it. That's it. They are not going to be able to justify it very, very clearly, like in a very balanced way, in a most unbiased way, in the stillness, without anything going on. Right there are all the this conflict is going to show up. They their deceptive ways, their lies are have. it's like it's ingrained in them to lie, to be deceptive, to hold back information, to falsify information, and none of that can be justified. Okay, the king of swords sees the other side as well, and sees their own sides, and see and can discern, is has the massive ability of discernment. Even though monetarily you might have had more confidence about this, but how did you get it? By making divine counterparts feel lesser than you, right? So is that really true wealth, or power? Oh, you really have material world power here. So that is a sort of telepathic or discussion they are hearing, and all they possibly want right now at this moment is to, trap divine feminine here, or another toxic feminine who probably has more wealth, start something new with them, go out scoring another this thing, and then continue this cycle of regret and guilt, and wherever this person has very toxic, very dark secrets when it comes to money, and how they mess around with people, especially very low vibrating toxic feminine energies. They can't even be categorized. They're just like the um residue of the veil, the devil. Okay, that dimension, residue of um, the cosmos, of the misinformation aspect of the cosmos, the chaos of the cosmos. They're not even directly related to it. It's literally they're discarded. They're like the feces of hell. Okay, so those kind of low vibrating souls and entities, they might be, they might have gotten way too much into that kind of game and internalized it. They are learning, they're snapping out of it, they're elevating, because like I've mentioned previously, the chapter of karma is done, it's over. It's just that they probably do not know how to get out of the cycle, and now that's going to be forced on them, with like them feeling them, well, definitely not being able to access the monetary resources. Okay, what they did to the divine counterpart, they thought it was okay because they knew the divine counterparts will always have that money or the ability to generate abundance consciousness instantly, in spite of physically being shown that, physically feeling the lack. Okay, it's like, this chest of drawer has the checkbook or whatever that is needed for you um, to access your money, right? This person would basically make it very difficult for you to get to this chest of drawers by creating these distractions, sending in low vibrating feminine energies to create a chaos magic around you, so that you surrender going to that chest of drawer and withdrawing money from your own money and using it for uh, bringing yourself sustenance, or purchasing something, a ticket for you to go to a place to restore, rest, and rejuvenate. Okay, and you manage to do all of that sitting at home. You manage to do all of that sitting at home, divine counterparts, or wherever, whichever situation, physical situation that you're finding, and you created such high vibrating energies. It was impossible, like, for money not to be attracted to it. Okay, wealth to not be attracted to it. You attracted health, wealth, and abundance when all so with so many distractions and chaos. But it's just like the divine counterparts were very, very aware that this was a plot. This was a plot, and they claim to have done it out of love, out of friendship. Okay, they do claim to really, really love your love, but they have. It's like uh, it's impossible for them to understand what true love is. They are not made out of that frequency. Their souls are not made out of that frequency to be able to understand unconditional love. Okay, but they are going to learn that. They're going to learn that because they're going to uh, realize that the money has stopped. This low vibrating feminine energies have disappeared. They have been completely destroyed, decimated. They have the bullies, okay, have lost all of their resources. They're going through extreme hardships. They have lost all their faculties, mental faculties, physical faculties. And so has this high level karmic soulmate. Maybe they will spend the next decade facing the consequences of a decade to 13 years, okay, facing the consequences of this. The money seems fine, okay, the money seems fine, but straightening all of this out, living a new life and all of that without the divine counterparts energy anywhere around them, and having to figure it out all on their own is going to take a very long, long time. Okay, so let's just get a few cards from messages from the universe, oracle cards deck. Okay, and then we close the reading. And I can start a new, fresh new reading on Cold Fires Live. I think I will do a 3-part series just like this. Introduce your reading first, and then do the clarifications the next day, and then the review. Hubba hubba. Okay. Sometimes the good is hidden. Okay. Find the good in what they said or asked. It's always there, even if they didn't mean for it to be there. Sherlock be yours. The universe. P.S. Clues for what you want are hidden all around you. Okay, so this person has just hidden the clues. Okay, this karmic soulmate has hidden the clues so that the divine counterparts would come to them. All right, come to them, and then that's how they can remain connected in the energy field of this connection, this divine counterparts connection. All right, hubba hubba. You know that dreamy look of deep, soulful love? You've sometimes seen it in the eyes of another as they gaze into your own. Expect a lot more of it. Woohoo, the universe. Now that you've escaped into your own pocket dimension memory, this beautiful memory, some memory has emerged, okay? Every time you go uh, into the shadow side, plunge deep into not the shadow side, but go into research mode when the divine masculine goes into research mode. Okay, it's like there is something that is uncovered that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. You're seeing something in dreams, and it's going to be absolutely fascinating. The dreamscape is going to be absolutely fascinating. All right. So if you are into it, lucid dreaming, astral projection, start keeping a dream diary, a dream journal, or just make notes of it on your phone. All right, or at least try to recollect it. Um, Sit down and visualize your dream and try to recollect it. You are adored. Don't be fooled by the players and don't be fooled by yourself. There is no one more lovable nor loved than you, and I know everyone. Precious the universe. Yeah, this is the divine counterparts, like swooning over each other. That you have options is meaningful. Rock on. This is the karmic soulmate coming through. Okay. If I could make just two wishes, I'd wish I could somehow convey to you the profound depths of my gratitude for every moment of your life. I'd also wish that you could somehow know of your unimaginable importance, just as you now are to the lives of so very many. And of course, I'd wish for even more wishes. Oh, shoot, you were such a good idea. The universe. Okay, so this karmic soulmate is showing up and saying that, uh, you're this rock star, you've got so many options, so many things, and uh, we all just want more of you. They are fanboying. They're such a fanboy of your energy. Your energy is very addicted to them, so they might want. Uh, with the Queen of Wands here, this has got something to do with uh, sexual energy. The sexual energy is very attractive to them. So they might want more of that, or they might be fantasizing way too much. You might be the fantasy and things like that. And it's just like they're trying to draw some meaning out of very materialistic, carnal, and physical things, but it's just that it doesn't resonate. Their perspective doesn't resonate. It's in conflict with us. Okay, so that's why sometimes the good is hidden because they're being very overbearing their energy because they cannot solve this. They know this is coming up. They have a slight hint. They are feeling this dramatic ending. Why? Because it's like it's literally the divine counterparts' energy has exited their life completely. Anyway, so that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here and listening to this reading, and I will see you in the next one.